Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm at Hythe and I'm going to be exploring Romney, Hythe and Dymchurch Railway. Let's get straight into it. And welcome to Hythe Station. The diesel train has just arrived in at the platform. It is the Snell engine. This is the first train out of Hythe for the day. There we go. There it is. And it's coming further into the platform here at Hythe. The terminus station, one end of the line for the Romney, Hythe RH&DR Railway. Here it is, very loud. It's going to be going the other end now to take the train back to Dymchurch. As you can see, it's just going to go back to the other end to go to the front of the train. There is a tea room at Hythe Station. So just to go over the plan, I'll do that later, but here at Hythe, it's quite a nice station. There's a cafe over there and a ticket office, and just not really much else. It's just two platforms here, and that is our train. So I'm going to get on that train and tell you all the plan. It seems as though Dymchurch has a short platform. You cannot go in the rear two coaches if you want to get off at Dymchurch. But that doesn't matter because our first stop is going to be St Mary's Bay, which is a request stop, so we're going to ask the guard to stop the train there. So you can see in the train, it's quite a small train, quite below the roof, but it's got quite a lot of seating, and they've got their own cabins. There's a wheelchair accessible coach there as well. So at the end of the rather long platforms at Hythe, you can see the semaphore signals and the signal box there, and quite long platforms here at Hythe, and there is JB Snell engine. JB Snell is the only diesel engine running today on the Romney, Hythe and Dymchurch Railway. There's two other steam engines which we're going to be getting on as well throughout the day. So inside the train it's quite small, about 6 per compartment. The train's not very busy today, so that should be quite nice for filming. And yeah, let's get onto the train. And the horn has just been blown and we are leaving Hythe. We're going to be calling at Dymchurch and then we're going to get off at St Mary's Bay, the request stop. This passing the signal box at Hythe. It's about 20 minutes to St Mary's Bay. And there is Hythe. It's so nice and refreshing just to put your head out the window, feel the wind and the air on your face. And we are going at quite some speed here. Hopefully you can hear the horn there, it's very loud. Coming up is the first actual road crossing here from Hythe. We're approaching it a bit slower, but yeah, first actual road crossing where actual traffic is stopping. A few people to wave. I think what's so nice about just getting the train is not just the train and looking at the engine and stuff. It's about going to places, and you can just see the countryside here is so nice. On a nice day like today, it's the 1st of April Fools by the way. It's just so nice to be out in the countryside, yeah. Very nice and refreshing as well. Next stop, Dymchurch. We haven't quite got there yet. I think it's about 15 minutes and then St Mary's Bay quite soon after that. And near Dymchurch station, there's a steam train coming the other way. I think that's Samson. Anyway, here it comes. And our train is now approaching Dymchurch's level crossing just here at Dymchurch. Dymchurch, just a two-platform station. The other side is empty because the train just left, so yeah, not really much else there. We'll be back here later though. And we are arriving into St Mary's Bay. Which is a quest stop. Train now departing St Mary's Bay. Not very busy, this train. And I'll go and have a little exploration of St Mary's Bay. So St Mary's Bay is a request stop, and it's just two platforms here, one going towards Hythe, one going towards Dungeness. Every train is timetabled to stop here, but it is a request stop. I'm not sure what's in there, but I don't think you can go in. No, you can't. And there's a few benches here. That's it really though for the station. And yeah, it serves St Mary's Bay, which is mainly a beach. Few houses here. It's actually pretty much as major as all the other stations on this line, but yeah, the platforms aren't as long as at Hythe. Just by the sea here on the walk from St Mary's Bay to Dymchurch, it's about half an hour. There is an Enviro 400 stagecoach bus just going to Lydon-Sea, which is near Dungeness, just here between Dymchurch and St Mary's Bay. So I'm at Dymchurch station, about half an hour walk from St Mary's Bay, and we've already seen it. It's a pretty quiet station. The train's going to be here in about 10 minutes, but it's still a pretty quiet station. There's a ticket office here, car park, some bike racks there, not racks, but not bikes there. Apart from that, there's not much else. It's a two-platform station. You can cross here, and level crossing, but you can also use the footbridge, which, by the looks of it, is out of use today. There's a small shop there. Also, there's shelves there with a few benches, and there's quite a lot of benches down there and tables. So let's go down the platform. I'm not sure what's there. It does say private. So, this is the end of part 1. If you want to see Dungeness, that's going to be part 3. And then part 2 will be New Romney and Romney Sands in my Romney, Hythe and Dungeness railway video series. So yeah, I've been to Dungeness, not quite, I've been to Dymchurch, St Mary's Bay and Hythe today, and we're going to end here. And I'm not going to be able to get this train coming in for an end shot, but I will have that as the beginning shot for my next video. So yeah, I'll see you in that. Goodbye for now.